Welcome everyone to another episode of the In Between Two Ferns? No, sorry. Two poles not so far apart. We just like, Jarek just, when we were setting ourselves up here, we just saw those two things and Jarek mentioned it really resembles the show. And I wish we would cause that much laugh by our competition.
Yeah, well, actually I don't. It's,
Maybe you're right.
There's only one person in the world who can do it, so...
I think this is the second one in our history that is actually made on a couch. Or of some sort.
You remember the first one?
Dublin.
Dublin, that's right.
Completely different weather there.
Completely different weather, completely different country, completely different setting.
Yes, today we're actually in the garden and having the best of the Polish summer. Well, it's not summer technically yet. It's the best.
It's summer yet, but the weather feels like it's summer.
It definitely is. It's almost 30 degrees. We are
Celsius,
just
to be sure.
The 30 degrees Celsius. We're melting a little bit, but we managed to actually meet in person, which is a really big achievement nowadays. With your flying agenda, Jarek.
It's not only flying agenda, it's just being in the same place at the same time.
That's true. That's true.
It's a wonderful day. We're recording that at the end of May.
Yes.
And I shouldn't be working today because it's a holiday in the States. And I guess for you, it's a half holiday?
Well, it's a half holiday because I actually live in Poland right now officially. And UK has a bank holiday. So it's the end of May bank holiday. I think that's how it's called. Now I'm on the, and most of the business is actually in UK. So yeah, it's a bit of a on and off. But yeah, and it's May as well, Jarek. And May in our case, if you remember, was actually the month when we started, and that was 2 years ago, something like that.
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 24 months and 2 years of going around the world and actually meeting with some interesting people. And I think and May always gets me a bit... it's not nostalgic, but more like it gets me thinking about our guests and the story they told us. We had so many really interesting people on our podcast.
It's also a special month for you. So
it is. Yes, I've turned 28. Yes, this year.
So to say, yes, 28.
28. Yes, you can tell by the color of my hair. It's 28. But yeah, and it started to make me think as well, because we've talked a lot. We always talk about people's careers and the choices they've made and how and this is the question, how they followed the dreams or passion or actually not, or were they a bit more pragmatic and actually went with the flow a little bit and tried to and actually go with the flow, the same elements?
It's a bit more complicated because, sometimes we talk about like passion as if, there are some people who are passionate since the beginning of their life. They wanted to do something and they continue doing whatever they wanted to do when they were children. But sometimes that changes. It's like still passion, but what we are passionate about might be different. And
right.
You could, if you watched our other episodes, I think everybody was different. And this is an amazing thing about us as humans.
But do you think this is more like getting more real, or maybe more narrow, or maybe, a bit more real life? Or?
I don't know. And again, I don't want to go to specific people, but sometimes passion is there. Or as one of my mentors said, fire in your belly. I like this expression. As long as you have fire in the belly, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter where you work. It's passion. Yes.
Okay.
But I've known, and again, they appeared on our podcast. There were some people who were working on kind of the same idea or the same set of ideas for a very long time, 10, 15, 20 years. And there were others who worked on something and then they said, well, yes, I like it, but actually I'm passionate about something different at the moment.
Yeah, and it's funny how it gets you to I guess lots of fail, or the road is then paved with lots of we had lots of failures actually, or maybe we've called it differently than you. You always call it differently. You don't call it failures. Opportunities of learning. Yeah.
If we don't fail, I mean, we don't learn. It's one of those things. And again, there's this idea that we look at some people and it's like how successful they are, and they, it's like the road was paved with roses or whatever the expression is, and it's almost never. Well, it's never the case. I never say never.
You never say never. Yeah.
But it's rare that somebody had an easy road.
Okay, going. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if you know the comedian from Britain, Jimmy Carr.
Yeah, of course. Somebody introduced me.
There's someone, yes, someone, yes. And he had a series of another podcast. I don't know who it was with, but he said you don't hear about, a success story, or maybe not a success story, but you don't hear about strong characters being born as no offense to anyone, but like a son of a hedge fund family or something. The strongest character are sort of not molded, like what you call it, like created with strength and with all of those obstacles that have come in our way. And I do agree. You have to have quite a lot of that to get to something.
Yeah, obstacles is one thing, but also it's I don't know who famous philosopher said that, maybe Mike Tyson, but
For sure.
It's like it's not about you getting knocked down. It's about you getting up and you keep on fighting.
All right.
That's, we all get knocked down many times in our lives, and sometimes, or some people don't get up.
Yeah.
That's the sad part, but also, it's not, I shouldn't say sad part. It's more rekindling the passion. We use this word a few times, but that sometimes, well, it always takes effort, but sometimes it just takes more effort than, it's just, maybe I will share a story. And this is from my work. In the past, I was working if I work at the university, I was working in the dean's office, and I was analyzing how different faculty members, how do I apply for grants?
Yeah.
Why do we need to apply for grants? Well, we need to get money to do our research, to hire students, to hire postdocs, and so on. And it was actually very surprising to me. The most common, I looked at the number of grant applications over the past 5 years. Can you guess what was the most common number of number applying and number of getting grants?
I think you've might have mentioned it once, but number of trying and number of getting.
Yeah.
I want to say 10.
1 and 0.
Oh, okay.
So somebody would apply once, they were not successful.
Okay, fair enough.
They were like, okay.
But for a moment, I thought I was right because you said 1 and 0, and that's a 10. But no.
Yeah.
All right, 1 and 0. Yeah.
So this was the most common outcome, which is, if you think about it, that means somebody did apply, they were not successful, and they said, I don't want to do it anymore.
Right.
The most successful people, they would apply 9, 10 times in 5 years. And guess how many times they were successful out of 10 times?
1.
Once or twice?
Right, fair enough.
Which is, that takes some perseverance. So we're talking about passion is one thing, but you might be the most passionate, but if you don't persevere, the passion is just will burn you from inside, yes?
Right.
It's like, if you think about, especially in tech or in medicine, or it's not about kind of trying something once and succeeding.
Okay.
It's usually try, try again, and maybe, switch something slightly.
Right.
And we hear about in the tech world about people doing something in their garage, yes?
True.
And this is not, this is the actual truth. It's not a metaphor that you did something in the garage.
But do you think, like, it's interesting that you called it, or you used the term, like, passion burns you from inside. I think that's what you said, not to allow it. Do you think it's actually around trying to learn to fight with... Yeah, I know.
No.
Okay. You just need to sneeze, right? Fair enough.
I think I'm good.
And now you're gonna sneeze in the worst
I know.
moment.
Yeah.
No worries. I liked how you gave me the
The funny thing, okay, sorry, I'm completely off on the tangent. This will be cut out.
yeah, for sure.
Saturday Night Live,
Yeah,
when people make statements, oh, this will be cut out, yeah, from the episode.
and it's never cut out.
No, it cannot be because it's live.
Is it?
It is.
It's yeah,
No,
it's
that-
called Saturday
yes.
Night Live. You're right.
Now, actually, there's Saturday Night Live UK. which
Yeah,
is,
yeah. I've seen a few of those. Yeah. What do you think about it? Is it good enough?
The first one was good. It's there are some skits that are good,
Right.
but as with every show, it's
Yeah. The original is the best. Anyway,
well, it's no, because SNL in US sucks, but
does it?
yeah,
right.
it's yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of
Ups and-
again, we're talking about passion.
Yeah.
51st season, the same guy, Lorne
Right.
Michaels.
Right.
He started that in the 70s. He left
51st season.
51st season.
Right.
And he's still running. He's still running it. And still, like, the most famous people show up. Talk about passion.
Yeah.
Talk about perseverance.
Yeah. Yeah. And now they've just launched the in the UK
SNL
one,
UK.
so they're basically growing.
Yes, yeah. And he's still the
Absolutely.
producer for the SNL UK.
All right. So is it? So coming back to my to the term you used, you said, the passion actually burns you down inside or whatever. If you don't, I guess if you don't manage is the wrong word, but if you maybe not learn to like fight frustration. Is it that? Is it like learning from not letting yourselves get frustrated, but some...
I'm not sure about frustration. I think it's more doing something about the passion.
Okay.
Because I've seen passionate people in my life, but they just turn, like they turn in circles. And kind of nothing, because you can be passionate about something and you don't pursue anything what you are passionate about.
Yeah.
That's, and again, I'm not trying to judge people or anything.
Sure.
It's, we choose our paths. Sometimes portions of that are chosen for us, but still, I think in this day and age, we can choose our paths, but it's, I'm not sure where I'm going with that.
I get you. I know what you mean. I have this. I was given a speech to like a course at work, and it's like people who are getting on the like sort of a leadership journey. So it's their first job. They're getting to sort of try to learn or develop themselves more into being successful leaders. And we had a conversation around. They asked me like, "What do you think? What's a good advice or what to follow based on some of the choices you made?" I'm not saying I've made a wonderful career, but I did have some really nice leadership experiences. And I told them, get yourself in trouble. In a way of just, and I think one of our guests said that as well. I think Aleph was mentioning it as well, a little bit, but like get into difficult topics, get into places which are, not stable, which are not not safe, and get yourself over there. And then the passion becomes more of like solving issues rather than the actual thing that you do. The one thing I did tell them that I haven't cracked is make sure that your bonus is not based on the actual financial effects of that operation for the first 3 years, because then you're a bit in trouble. But I haven't cracked this one, to be quite honest, yet. But it's I think there is something about it. If you turn the passion into starting something again, or being able to start from, maybe not from scratch, but starting all over again, it actually is quite good. It's funny how the conversation evolved into that again.
It's very interesting getting yourself in trouble. Like, I probably wouldn't advise, like my students, or now I'm chairing a department, get yourself in trouble. However, people don't have trouble getting in trouble.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's almost like we don't learn unless we push ourselves. Yes, and one of the ways is getting yourself in trouble. The thing that it's popular now, but I'm not sure if people use it. I don't say correct way, in a correct way, but don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness.
Yes.
This is one of those things. It's hard to advise especially people you work with, to do that, because
you're getting yourself in trouble. Then
it gets tricky.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's for me, it's also connecting with, being able to learn when ask for permission and when you can, ask for forgiveness.
Yes,
This is probably key. Yeah. And that's the main thing that comes with experience, when you go like, right, this one, I'm just going to do it. And then it's even I think at places I've been, it's just something you use when you talk to your bosses. You go like, oh, so you did that and whatever. So like, yeah, that's the one I'm asking for forgiveness, because I do it. And it's almost becomes a language you use with the people around you. But you're right, it's tricky. It's probably getting yourself in trouble by advising your team to do it as well, to a degree. But no,
That's going back to this kind of passion and perseverance and success. If you look at, I often compare things to sports.
Yeah.
It's, whichever sport you are interested in, in US baseball.
Yeah.
If you hit the ball like as a batter, like a third of the time, you are very good.
Okay.
Like in that specific occupation, you earn like millions, tens of millions of dollars. It's the same in soccer, basketball. It's not about.
It's not soccer. It's not soccer, Jarek. It's football. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry. But it's but on the other hand, and again, we're throwing a lot of names around today. I think it was Wayne Gretzky, the most famous ice hockey player, who said, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take."
No, okay.
So it's one of those things that it's maybe wrapping this portion up. Being passionate, but also persevering in what we have passion about, not just talking about it, but actually doing something about it. And our passion for things can change from one thing to another.
I completely agree. And we couldn't probably wrap up this short element better. Thank you, Jarek.